Okay, welcome to Deep Dope Soul TV, and I'm here with the one and only Jay Simone and a special guest for the first time on my platform, Parker Marcellus. And we're here talking about the upcoming project that I'm curating called Fathers, Sons, and Brothers Speaking About Black Men. So, we want you to tune in exclusively here on the Zoom page on Monday, April 26th at 7 p.m. The features will be Blue from Harlem, uh, my man Elijah Pringle, my man Bernard Collins, and also myself. I feel like I'm forgetting somebody, but if I did, I will clean that up. But to promote that, I decided to do a series of interviews discussing black men with some of my favorite friends and some of my favorite poets. And so we have the lovely Jay Simone. How are you, Jay?
I am wonderful. How are you?
I'm great, and I'm so great and grateful because you're taking time out of your busy schedule to be with us.
Of course, of course.
Okay, so I wanted to speak with you specifically because in several of the poetry events that I've had you come to and I've seen you speak at, you've talked at length about what it's like to be a black mother, what it's like to have a black son
Yes,
out in the world
yes,
where you can't physically reach them
mhm,
and what that's like. And
yes,
so,
yes.
I wanted to I wanted to ask you a couple questions about your life as a mother and your love for your son.
Okay, well, my favorite things to discuss.
Okay, so at what point of motherhood did you decide that, your son was going to play a part or make an appearance in your poetry?
I actually started writing about him when he was in the womb. So, and I mean, I was very pregnant on stage with him, so it wasn't as if I could hide that fact. And so he appeared very early on in my work, and I mean, I know the world that we live in, so I knew I'd be bringing a Black male into it. So a lot of my decisions, including my work, went into that, into thinking about it. So it couldn't help but seep into my writing.
Okay, alrighty. And how proud are you to have a black son, or what do you want people to know about your life as a mother with a black son?
Well, given that I travel all over the world and get to do amazing things, I think that a common misconception is that I'm either A, not here all of the time with him, which is insane because I love being with him. And this schedule affords me to be with him and be in parent teacher conferences and be the class mom and go on the field trips and everything like that. But a lot of people assume that Black males aren't into certain things. I am intensely proud of the fact that he's, into anime. He does voice acting. He does all of these things that a lot of people don't consider interests of young Black males. But my job as a parent is to expose him to all of this. So I take that very seriously. And I travel, and so does he. He gets to experience lots of different perspectives and cultures and interests that other people may not have. So it's a wonderful responsibility to have a Black son. Obviously, I'm concerned because I have to protect him from this world that wants to tear him down, but I get the pleasure of introducing him to everything and not saying, oh, because you're a Black male, you can't blank. That's absolutely not true. Expose him to everything.
Wow. Okay, so I asked you a very broad, general question. Um, Tell me something fun about being Parker's mom.
Um, People ask me if I'm his sister a lot. Maybe because he's six
Really?
five. He's 6'5", so people just assume he's a lot older than he is. So
My younger sister. Actually.
yes, I've been. Oh, is that your little sister?
Okay.
No.
So,
So,
okay.
having a child that is 6'5" and broad is interesting. So that's always fun, and I answer a lot of questions. Does he play basketball, football? No, he's the biggest kid in the library. Leave us alone.
Wow. Wow. I could go there, but I'm not. Um, Great. And if you're just tuning in, we're doing this great interview, and Jay is consented to do this great interview in support of an event I'm curating on April 26th, Monday at 7 p.m. Fathers, brothers, and sons. And she's talking about her son, Parker Marcellus. Personal question. I usually don't ask personal questions about people's kids, but I'm going to ask this question. Have you ever had to check any of your girlfriends or any of your girl enemies or just women in general who see your son like, hey, wait, calm down?
I'm sure he's recalling us being in Vegas.
Yes, that was the first thought I had.
We were in Vegas. Yes, especially there. I mean, I've definitely had women who were like, I can't wait till he becomes 18. And then I think I will kill you. But but it's because he's so polite and loving. But no, this woman, she was drinking.
Two.
Okay, yeah, there were two of them. And they just wanted Parker to go with them. They wanted them to drink their drinks. They wanted him to come into the show with them. They assumed he was an adult and they just wanted to be around him. And at first I was just like, ha ha, that's funny. He's like my cousin. But then after a second, okay, really, he's not my cousin. He is my son, and you're going to need to back up because he's not coming with you, and stop trying to offer him alcohol. But they continued. I really thought I was going to have to fight them in the middle of the strip. Yeah, I would have.
Wow. Yeah, so I don't know if he's familiar, but it sounds like they were trying to set up a Venus Hottentot situation for your son.
Ooh. That's possible. Like I said, they were inebriated, and they very much believed, oh, he's so tall, he's so handsome. Back up.
Well, okay. Well, yeah. Unfortunately, or I don't know. One of the things that we have to live with as black men is this whole idea of mandingo and all the things that go with that. Yes. I'll say negative things, but some people interpret them as positives as well. But it is what it is. Okay. Yeah. So one more time, April 26th. It's about fathers, brothers, sons, and it'll be myself. It'll be Elijah Pringle. It'll be Bernard Collins. It will be Blue from Harlem. I just love saying Harlem. Like he was the first person I heard say, "Now, isn't it Harlem?" No, it's Harlem. So yeah, and so we've been talking to Jay Simone about her role as a mother and how fun it is to be the mother of Parker Marcellus in particular. Is there anything you want to say before we close down this part of the interview? Oh, wait. You have a poem too, right?
I do have a poem. And this poem, actually, Parker wrote something too. I don't think he has it anymore, but I remember him being very interested in a poem like this. So I wrote it many years ago because he was very interested and very upset over Trayvon Martin and Tamir Rice. And so I wrote a poem about that.
Would you
So
share that with us, please?
I sure will. It's called Tips for Mothers Raising Young Black Boys, or what Trayvon's Kamani Gray, Oscar Grant, Jordan Davis's Mike Brown's, and Tamir Rice's mom want you to know. 1, he is not a boy, but a soldier, seen as fodder, forged in disapproving stares, floating crime-covered candy confections as enticement. Future assumed iron cage or final sight, cold steel, searing millimeter reminders that his enemy is a shapeshifter, able to assume any form. This is war. 2, play games with him. Teach him to strategize. Let him know that though you are queen of this castle and protect him with your life, he is seen as target, knocked over, end game, so must know how to move. This, my dear, is chess. 3, love him enough to love yourself and his father, minding words that slip from your lips. You, his parents, first in line, DNA, a legacy of leaders, scholars, astronomers. Teach him his beautiful, untaught history, purposely hidden. Don't let him believe that Black began with slavery or equals the streets, or that he is just like his father, said with the venom we have been known to spit, as if he can never reach for the stars as his ancestors did. This is how you build kings. 4, know that your soft is all he'll receive, and may be too much for this harsh world, but be soft anyway. This is his refuge. 5, save all of his handmade Mother's Day and birthday cards. Mark your walls with his growth. Know that these records of development will sustain you in later years. They will also show him how he once created beauty, no matter how hideous the world may seem right now. Show him how he used to use yellow, green, life, and love to put you two together in pictures. You are always with him. This is his rainbow glory etched into your forever. 6, love him tombstone hard. Let him play continuously. Allow silly to top the to-do list. Resist making him grown man too early. Give him ice cream. Show him that chocolate, although glorious, is not everyone's favorite flavor. Let him bask in the frivolities of childhood, for 18, 17, 12 seems to be terminal these days. 7, those many sleepless nights, you shaped the clay into a man. Rest and know that he is good. You have practiced, loved, reinforced, given examples. This is a test he must take on his own. And young men, when you make it past 18, 21, 35, you have reached milestones, set records, suffered so many traumatic experiences. You are now generals. You've endured a battle royale and survived. This is your real life Hunger Games. Your fallen comrades wish they could stand in your place. What will be your legacy? How will you change the world? You are a symbol of our resilience, a mother's love, a people's hope, and a nation's fear. Wake up and understand your power, and now go and make your mama proud.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is Jay Simone. And what is the website? Your website?
My website is jsimone.com. My business website is kinkysexysmart.com.
You just had to throw that in there.
I had to throw it in there. I'm
I ain't
sorry.
mad at you.
It's business. I can't help it.
I
It just rolls
ain't
off
mad
the
at
tongue.
you. Yep, exactly. So there that is. And yeah, so thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule. And thank you for helping me promote fathers, sons, and brothers. And stick around. We're going to talk to Parker next.